We believe Bitcoin is an asset class in itself.
Bitcoin's price is surging today. Ethereum, Solana, crypto is up. So why is this happening? Why is Bitcoin's price pumping? Smash that like button, send this video to one friend, you subscribe because we keep you updated on crypto markets on a daily basis. Now, one big reason why crypto is up is because Donald Trump is surging in the polls, and he is pro-crypto.
Who knows, maybe we'll pay off our $35 trillion, hand him a little crypto check, right? We'll hand him a little Bitcoin and wipe out our $35 trillion.
Expert market analyst Tom Lee, you like this guy, he says that markets are getting post-election clarity, and we could be seeing much more of this.
Bitcoin, for instance, is something to watch if Trump... We've kind of been sort of, I think, fooled by seasonality because we thought markets would be hesitant before, the elections, and it's October, but we've seen this market be incredibly resilient. So I've underestimated how strong this market's been. I think it really shows macro data is becoming less important, and it's now the fact that a lot of cash has been on the sidelines. For the last 2 years, investors expected a recession, or many thought when the curve uninverts, we got a recession. But at the end of the day, there's $6 trillion of cash on the sidelines, and October has turned out to be a great month.
Bitcoin's at 65,000. You wouldn't say that the stock market's performing better because it's starting to look like it's less of a coin toss, would you?
I think markets like visibility. So if it looks like one candidate is now looking like to be the surprise winner, then markets can actually trade better before the election.
Wait, does it matter? You said markets like visibility. They have to like what they see on the other side of it, I would assume.
Yes. I'm probably just citing market history, but whether Trump or Harris wins, I think stocks do pretty well next year, sort of a post-election rally. But there are definitely differences in sectors and asset classes performance depending if Trump or Harris wins. But Bitcoin, for instance, is something to watch if Trump looks like he's strengthening because Trump is running on a pro-Bitcoin platform.
It is actually kind of crazy, the money that is starting to pour into the markets from the sidelines. I've been telling you for a while that things are bullish. The future is actually quite bullish. At least that was my opinion. So I hope you're watching my videos here. It's all happening now.
I think it makes sense for the Fed to be dovish just because inflation is still tracking, especially PCE, towards their 2% target. And now we have some concerns about the job market. So I think the Fed has to be supportive. And I think this election, which is becoming less of a coin toss. I think because it's been a coin toss, people have been sitting on their hands. I think these are reasons markets are starting to have conviction even in front of an election event.
We've seen it on a daily basis over the last, I'd say, maybe month or so, where many days we're even down triple digits in the futures, only to end up 250 or 300 points by the end of the session. And with no backdrop of positive news, nothing to account for it, other than it seems like there's money on the sidelines coming in.
It feels like investors are underinvested in stocks. I think there's people who've dreaded 2024, thinking this is the year we slip into a recession, and instead, and we're seeing it with earnings, companies have been really resilient.
So another reason why crypto is surging is because Kamala Harris has spoken again on crypto. Or rather, her campaign in a document says that she will make sure owners of crypto, quote, benefit from a regulatory framework so that Black men and others in this market are protected. This statement is from a larger proposal the Harris campaign released called Opportunity Agenda for Black Men. Seems like she's trying to kill two constituencies with one stone with this statement. But you tell me what you think of this.
Vice President Kamala Harris is revealing more on what digital asset policy could look like under her administration. As part of her economic plans focused on Black men, the VP pointed to the significant crypto investments among the demographic. She vowed to support a regulatory framework where investors would be protected, and her agenda says that more than 20% of Black men either own or have owned cryptocurrencies. It also mentions that Harris, quote, appreciates the ways in which new technologies can broaden access to banking and financial services. The crypto industry has been pushing the vice president to make her stance on crypto clearer, with less than a month until Election Day.
So it seems like the crypto Twitter community, they kind of lambasted her for this. I would argue that this is a net positive for crypto. It's good that she's making pro-crypto policy more of an issue. I want to see more of this.
I can imagine what can be and be unburdened by what has been, you know?
If you're a fan of crypto, like Democrats or not, we need to see more Democrats, like Ro Khanna here, talk about why the U.S. needs crypto. I love this clip.
I don't understand why it's partisan. Being against Bitcoin is like being against cell phones. It's like being against AI. It's like being against laptops. It's a technology. Have thoughtful regulation on the technology, but it's a technology that is appreciated from about $10,000 to $80,000. You've got people like Michael Saylor, who's made billions of dollars on that appreciation. And I don't want all that value and wealth being made outside the United States. I want the United States to be part of that wealth generation, and for people who have assets to have that opportunity here and to have those jobs here. And that should be a bipartisan message.
So how much more bullish is a Donald Trump presidency for Bitcoin versus a Kamala Harris presidency? So the majority of people in crypto lean conservative, I would say. The majority of people. There's obviously on both sides. But plus the fact that Donald Trump is taking up pro-crypto issues in a big way.
The first transaction by a president on the Bitcoin protocol. History.
They just made the first transaction in Bitcoin.
There's a strong case to be made that Donald Trump would be better for Bitcoin and crypto. That's a pretty easy thing to say. So what's interesting to me is to hear that when Larry Fink is confronted with this question on a BlackRock earnings call, he says that it doesn't really matter who becomes president because this asset class in general is going places. This makes me incredibly bullish.
We believe Bitcoin is an asset class in itself. It is an alternative to other commodities like gold. Well, of course, I'm not sure if either president or other candidate would make a difference. I do believe the utilization of digital assets are going to become more and more of a reality worldwide. Conversations we're having with institutions worldwide, conversations about how should they think about digital assets, what type of asset allocation there should be. I mean, we believe Bitcoin is an asset class in itself. It is an alternative to other commodities like gold.
Look, guys, the truth is that Bitcoin is pumping not so much for something that just happened today or yesterday, but because of an amalgamation of events that have taken place over the past year or two. This is what we show you on Altcoin Daily all the time. So right now, what I'm looking for, because Bitcoin is right up against some resistance, we'll see how, what shakes out here. Maybe it takes a few days. We'll see. But basically, I'm looking for Bitcoin to pop through this, eventually turn this resistance into support, bounce off that support, and eventually, probably in the next few months, certainly by Q1, I'm expecting a $100,000 Bitcoin price to be the new normal. We're going to keep you updated on this every step of the way, so make sure you subscribe. We post one video every day, keeping you informed on everything going on in crypto. See you tomorrow.